All right, guys, so I've got lots of example programs here for the timers. Let's start off with 23C, the on-delay sequential timers program. Then we're going to build on this for other programs, for traffic lights and stuff like that. So it says, using on-delay timers, create a sequential timer program that turns on three lights in sequence. Only one input can be used to start the sequence. Once this input goes true, there's a 2-second delay and the lamp 1 turns on. Then once lamp 1 turns on, there's another 2-second delay, lamp 2 turns on, and then another delay, and then lamp 3 turns on. All three lamps remain on for 2 additional seconds, and then all go off. As soon as the input is true, the sequence starts again. The sequence continues indefinitely as long as the input is true. If the input goes false at any time, the sequence stops and all lights go off. If the input goes true once again, the sequence starts fresh from the beginning. So I'm going to show you obviously the answer to this, but you should probably pause the video or just close this up, go to the textbook, and just look at this this outcome, and then see if you can develop a PLC program to match this outcome. Then come back to the video, and I'll show you how I was able to achieve it. All right, guys, let's move on to the answer here. So hopefully you're working on this on your own, and then coming back to it. So we had the on-delay timer that we were working on. You can save this now as sequential timers. And once we've done that, then we're going to drop in a couple instructions, right? So I've got a start push button, so let's start with that guy. So this one doesn't have anything. What is this? Percent I1, I0.1, percent I0.1. Beauty, let's call this our start button. Beauty, let's drop in a timer. I'm going to drop in this blank box here, and I'm going to put in a TON. It comes up with an on-delay timer. Okay, click anywhere outside of that rung there. We call this timer number 1, so I'm calling this timer number 1. Okay, hitting OK. Beautiful. And the preset time here looks like it's 2 seconds. Okay, so this guy is going to go on for 2 seconds, and then the output Q will turn on. Okay, and we're putting an output here. Now we could use this timer1.q in order to turn something on, but it looks like I've made use of the output here just in series with the Q here. So we're going to put an assignment. This is going to be Q0.1. Beautiful, and it looks like I named this output number 1. Beauty. First network is done. Then we're going to do, or first rung is done. Now we're going to add in the second timer. So when this times out, then it's going to turn on the second timer. So as I alluded to, we can use that guy from the timer Q, to turn on the next timer. So again, I'm going to grab this. I wouldn't copy and paste this DB and put it here. I would grab another timer, either from here or from your instructions, right? All of your timer instructions are available here. So this one we're going to label TON, brings up an on-delay timer again. This one's going to be timer number 2. Beauty. Preset time is going to be 2000. And then this one is going to be the first timer, right? The timer Q. So we're going to here, we're finding that timer. And if you click on these 2 arrows, it gives you the instructions that we can make use of. So in this case, we can make use of the input or the output. So we're going to make use of the output of the first timer. And when that's true or goes to a 1, then we're going to turn on our second timer. When the second timer completes, then we're going to turn on our second light. So this is percent Q 0.2. Beauty. We're going to rename this one output number 2. Beautiful. Everything's taken care of on this page. Okay. Then it tells you how to assign that instruction right here. Okay. Then we're going to add another one for the third light. So another rung here. So we're adding another branch here. And then we're going to, again, I wouldn't copy and paste this. I would just put the instructions in. So here, then we're going to use a timer, and then we're going to use an assignment. Okay, I'm going to go from the back here. This is percent Q 0.3. That one's going to be output number 3. Beautiful. This is the second timer. So I'm going to click here, go to the second timer, and find the Q. Beautiful. This one we also want to be an on delay timer. Easy now. Click anywhere outside of there. That's timer 3. Beauty. Preset time is 2 seconds again. So I'm putting 2000 milliseconds. Beautiful. Okay. And then finally, it looks like we've got the third timer. So timer number 3, new branch. And when that guy sets, then we want the fourth timer to turn on. And the fourth timer is going to allow for that final, easy now. What are you doing there, Pete? Going to allow for that final 2-second delay there. Okay, timer 4. Beautiful. No output on this one yet, or we'll see. I don't think we need an output. No, we just have the 3 lights, right? And then this one is timer 3. So timer 3 is available. Let's scroll down here, and we're looking for the Q. Beautiful. Okay, everything's identical to what we have here. Let's scroll down. Okay, cool. So everything looks good so far. Oh, let's see. We need to put in something to start the sequence again, right? Is that in this diagram? No, I'm adding it in here. So we need to put in this instruction right here so that when this timer times out, then back up here in rung number 1, that it resets the timer. Remember that when this input goes from a 0 to a 1, then it will start timing again. So we're going to put this instruction here so that when that timer 4, so timer 4, when that Q is no longer set, beautiful, then it's going to, when it's set, then this will no longer be true, right? So I misspoke there. When this timer 4 Q sets, then this will be a 1. This one looks for the presence of a 0, so this will no longer be true, which resets the timer, which resets everything in this circuit here. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to simulate. Hit OK. Takes a little bit of time to come in. Okay, looks good. We're going to click on this button right here, like we mentioned before, and then that way we can simulate everything going on in the circuit there. Okay, we're going to hit load. Beautiful. Let's start the PLC back up again, and let's go to simulate or monitoring, and then within our PLC SIM here, we're going to create a new project. Okay, so once that's up and running, then we go over here to our SIM tables. We're going to go to SIM table number 1, double click on this guy. That'll bring up our SIM table. Let's import our project tags. You know what? Let's see. If we see, the issue with importing the tags is that, watch this. If I do that, then it comes in a random order. Let's see if this works out. Okay, this one actually worked out in that everything looks like it's cool. Timers 1 through 4, start push button, output 1, 2, 3. Okay, cool. So let's move this over to the side now. And then I'm going to float that guy. So just off the screen, I'm floating that, making this smaller now. That looks good. Let's move this bad boy over to the side here. Nice, and we need our start push button right here. Okay, cool. So now we can simulate our program now. So we're going to be pressing the start push button, which will send the signal into the timer. And let's see what happens. So we got, and our outputs are here, right? We can see our outputs Q0 to 1, 2, and 3. So hitting the start push button and hold it down, and then we'll have the timers timing out now. So you can see that obviously momentary press of the push button will not do it, but now we got each light on for 2 seconds, and then when the third light turns on, then it times out for 2 seconds, and then starts the sequence again. Let's make this smaller so that we can see that other rung there. Beautiful. Let's bring PLC SIM back in. Okay, so pressing the start push button and holding it down turns on our first light for 2 seconds. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then after 2 seconds, then it starts again. Beautiful. So this way we can make use of the normally closed contact back up in rung number 1 to reset the sequence here. Right? So we got each timer turning on the output there for 2-second delay, and then timer 4 provides us with that first light being on. Looks good, guys. So any modifications that you can do to this guy to improve the code here, tell me what modifications you've had. But this one is good so far in that we've got the lights turning on for 2 seconds, sequentially turning on, and then the last one resets the circuit there. Beautiful. Okay, so we'll come back to something similar to this later on when we look at sequential on and off timers trying to mimic traffic lights. But hopefully you've been pleased with this one so far, guys. I'll see you guys on the next video.